What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 717 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 26 of Crossfire, guys. This is the go home because right around the corner, guys, the 29th of November, official date of the grandest stage of them all, Ascendance 8, the show of shows, the showcase of the Immortals. And the guys and gals of Crossfire here tonight are looking to pick up that last little bit of momentum, including, as we get the show underway here, women's champion Danielle Davis. But has she made a mistake accepting the challenge of Xiaorong here tonight for this no disqualification match, risking serious injury heading into her championship match at Ascendance 8? We're going to find out. No more time to waste. Let's get it on. Danielle Davis, who will be, as we know, defending her title against Queen of the Ring winner Joy Justice in just a little over 2 weeks' time. But her and Xiaorong have been at each other's throats for a couple of months now. Xiaorong, ever since winning the Magnificent Six briefcase, toying with Danielle Davis. 1 week she's her friend, the next week she's trying to take her down, the next week she's feigning a cash-in, just trying to get into the head of Danielle Davis, and then, as we know, a couple weeks ago she actually tried to cash in, but Joy Justice stopped her. Joy Justice saying she wants to be the one to take the title from Danielle Davis at Ascendance. So Danielle Davis has had just about enough. Xiaorong threw down the challenge for this no disqualification match, and Danielle Davis accepted. But again, is that a mistake? Risking serious injury, risking not going into Ascendance in the championship match at 100%. You know Joy Justice has got to love this decision, but of course Joy does not have the night off. She's in action later on, taking on RVW. And Xiaorong already looking to utilize the fact that this is no disqualifications, pulls out a sledgehammer, but Danielle Davis may be proving that she's no stranger to tearing it up, hardcore style. Spinning jawbreaker, of course, our main event here tonight, guys. A huge 8-man tag team match as the Purge comes together to take on all the enemies they have made ever since, well, running the roost, if you will, here on Crossfire. Hack flip, ooh, by Danielle Davis, and a beautiful leg lariat. Maybe enough, but only a 1 count for the women's champion, who would love nothing more than to make quick work of Xiaorong here, keep herself nice and fresh while picking up a big old boost of momentum. Nearly got the back of her head caved in with that sledgehammer. Oh, and there to the midsection. And the sound that made. If Xiaorong's ribs aren't cracked right now, surely they are bruised. Feeling some type of way, Danielle Davis rolls her back into the ring because this isn't false count anywhere. And Davis, I think, maybe lining up her shot. Lion Salt, vintage Davis. 1, 2. That's not going to be enough to take out Wrong here tonight, guys. Power and elbow tie-up. Xiaorong, the bigger, going to overpower our women's champion. As you can be sure, Joy Justice is watching this from the back, maybe in the boiler room, wherever she may be, preparing for her match later on tonight. Forearm smash, making Xiaorong let go of the arm into a front headlock now, and Danielle Davis gonna put Xiaorong up against the ropes. Tosses her to the outside. And guys, with Ascendance on the horizon, Danielle Davis with a tornado DDT. And I think Xiaorong may have connected with the head of the sledgehammer there. Oh, and a chant of "This is awesome" for the fans. They're in that mood, man. They're in that Ascendance spirit. Snap vertical suplex again onto the sledgehammer. Danielle Davis is making the most of the fact that this is no disqualifications. Man, just going at Xiaorong. You can tell so much pent-up aggression Danielle Davis has towards Xiaorong for all these months of mind games. Knife edge chop, psych out, DDT! And these fans in the front row can't get enough. Danielle Davis appreciating their support. No doubt Joy Justice versus Danielle Davis, one of the most highly anticipated matches going into Ascendance. A first-time encounter between the two, Queen of the Ring, Women's Champion, all or nothing. But Danielle Davis maybe not going to make it to Ascendance in one piece. Alabama Slam by Miss Magnificent 6 gets a 2 count. But that's all. Xiaorong, who's pretty much feeling the effects of that sledgehammer in every single part of her body, now has a metal bat, but Danielle Davis going to deliver a kick to the knee. Xiaorong on the rebound there, looking for something big, and there's the German suplex with the bridge. 1, 2. Xiaorong trying to prove that she can hang with the best of the best in the women's division. That when she eventually does successfully cash in that Magnificent 6 briefcase, she'll deserve it. And even though Davis kicked out, Xiaorong, knowing that the women's champion is in trouble right now, beautiful counter by Davis, goes for the pin. Oh! Got a hold of the bat now. Everything keeps coming back to Xiaorong. She pulled out the sledgehammer and got beat to hell with it. And now a metal bat right across the skull. Xiaorong can barely get to her feet. Another shot, but this time Xiaorong grabs it before it's able to connect. Forearm smash to the lower back. Danielle Davis trying to close the distance here. Snapmare. And a pinpoint drop kick to the back of the neck. And once again, Danielle Davis takes to the air a second lion salt. 1, 2. No, Danielle Davis. Maybe, just maybe underestimating Xiaorong a little bit. Davis has got to stay focused here, though. She's been red hot this past month and can't afford to let her momentum slip away on this go-home edition of Crossfire. Into a front headlock, Davis. Drop toe hold. Simple but effective. Has the metal bat in hand once again. Another devastating shot to the skull. Xiaorong responding. I don't know how she's able to fight through that type of pain, but man, really biting the bullet. Here comes a steel chair now. The sledgehammer didn't work out so well for her. Neither did the metal baseball bat, and it doesn't seem like the steel chair is going to do her any better. Stomped out onto the lower back. And they say the third time's the charm. Will it be for Danielle Davis? Third lion salt. 1, 2, 3. Danielle Davis gets the job done. Finally putting down Xiaorong. And Danielle Davis elated with that result as she can now fully focus on Ascendance 8. Davis, though, she's got a weird look in her eye. What's the women's champion thinking here? After everything Xiaorong has put her through, it seems like Danielle Davis isn't done, guys. She's got a steel chair. Danielle Davis, dear God, molly-whopping Xiaorong with the steel chair, threatening the referee. And Danielle Davis with an exclamation point on this victory here. Big, big time message sent to Joy Justice and the rest of the women's division, as a matter of fact. Danielle Davis is ready for Ascendance, making sure that Xiaorong won't play any sort of role in that match. Doesn't get any ideas about cashing in. I did not, J-Rod. If you want to send it again, I'll read it. Quick H2O break. Pardon me. CMV brought to you by water. Apologies for my sniffling. Seems like I might be coming down with something yet again. When am I not sick? But the act continues, guys, here on the go-home edition of Crossfire. Last opportunity for the guys and gals here on Crossfire to send out some messages to pick up some momentum before the grandest stage of them all, and that includes our next contest, Fatal 4-Way, merging 2 Ascendance matches together as Zach Angel, Mystery Master III, Alistair Knox, and Zero-G champion Matsuda Tanaka get ready to tear it up. Of course, at Ascendance, it will be Zach Angel battling Alistair Knox in a mask versus mask match where the winner will have to unmask. Meanwhile, Mystery Master III will challenge Matsuda Tanaka for the CMV Zero-G Championship in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. That stipulation added after what Mystery Master III did to Matsuda Tanaka last week on Crossfire. After his match with Zach Angel, Mystery Master III came out, hit Matsuda with a ladder, and then scoop slammed him down onto the same ladder. Tanaka saying, you want to play around with some deadly weapons, why not add all of them to the fold at the show of shows? But this is first fall to a finish, championship not on the line. One of these superstars looking for a big win, though. Mystery Mask and Alistair Knox, who spent much of this season as uneasy allies, tore the house down a couple weeks ago in their one-on-one match. Meanwhile, Matsuda Tanaka and Zach Angel perhaps having an early match of the year contender last week. If you missed that match, I do suggest going back and watching it. Irish whip into the corner by Matsuda Tanaka, and you see Mystery Master III not wanting to wait until Ascendance to get his hands on the champion. Backflip into crisscross applesauce. Alistair Knox ambushing Mystery Mask, though, before he can do any sort of significant damage, exchanging at knife edge chops, elbow to the side of the head. Matsuda Tanaka wants to be a part of the fun. Zach Angel coming back in to join the party, elbow to the side of the head. Ooh, seems like Zach Angel struggled a bit to get Matsuda Tanaka up for that vertical suplex, but he got the job done at the end of the day. Oh, and there's a cutter directly into the sigil. Zach Angel likes to call this, and Mystery Mask has felt the sting of that maneuver many times this season. Lucky for him, Alistair Knox is there to break it up. Zach Angel hooking the arms of Alistair Knox, drilling him into the canvas with that butterfly pile driver, perhaps attempting to better his odds going into Ascendance. Great opportunity for these four to soften up their respective rivals. What is Matsuda doing here in the corner? Stalling. Oh! Rope-assisted moonsault there. Tanaka always bringing this innovative style to the table. He'll do some shit you have never seen before. He's only been back in CMV maybe a little over a month and change. And every single match I see something that blows my mind. Front headlock by Knox. Big knee to the face. Matsuda Tanaka, meanwhile, has just hit the Kinshasa on Mystery Mask III. But Mystery Mask digging down deep, 2.999 he kicks out. Of course, not going to have to worry about pinfalls, submissions, and ascendants. TLC match, the only way to win is to climb a ladder and unhook the championship as it hangs above the ring. Power elbow tie-up kick to the midsection by Knox. Here come the chops. That blink and you miss it offense. Meanwhile, Mystery Mask, the third one's the last time we saw him hit this terminating spike right on top of the pin as Knox gets just a 2 count. Mystery Mask blowing up the ring here. Gratata. Ba. Throws him out of the ring. Alistair Knox trying to get a lid here on Zach Angel. Having a tough time doing so, though. Irish whip on the rebound. Knox lying in wait. Zach Angel's ready for him with a clothesline. Atsuda Tanaka sent shoulder first into the ring post, and this is what I'm talking about. See, Mystery Mask, he's not an idiot. Softening up that shoulder. If you ain't got no arms, you can't climb the ladder. Throws a punch to his Angel in the corner, but Knox catches him. Now just stomping a mud hole in that boy. Gonna try to walk it dry. Look at that, no disqualifications in a fatal 4-way. Using the leverage of the ropes and then a pendulum meteora. Knox has got the ring all to himself, trying to finish Angel, but Angel is quicker. The cutter into the sigil, center of the ring, nowhere to go, guys. Knox has never tapped out in his CMV career. He's barely been defeated. Only a handful of times. The only time this season was by Matsuda Tanaka at Purgatory, but he has never tapped, and he's not going to start here tonight. Matsuda Tanaka making the save, and then we get a butterfly DDT. Did you see the elevation? Tanaka, I think, might have it. No. Mystery Mask rushing into the ring before he misses all the fun. Angel doing some taunts, and Mystery Mask doesn't want to have anything to do with him. He just wants Matsuda Tanaka. Clothesline. And again, Angel off the ropes. Calf kick by the 2-time Zero-G champion. Tries to grab at the back of Knox's neck. Punch to the pec. Stopping him dead in his tracks. Back and forth they go. You can tell how well these two know each other. Mystery Mask with his patented pile driver. Just as Angel hits an elevated flatliner, and Mystery Mask not done with Tanaka. Look at how fiercely he's going after the neck of his rival. Oh man, the sigil is locked in again. Here, guys, on Alistair Knox, but he doesn't need Tanaka this time. He's able to escape by himself. And what a forearm! Angel goes down like a sack of stone. 1, 2. How is that only a 2 count? Oh, keep your eyes on Mystery Mask. Gonna fly high from the high red district, but misses a neck breaker attempt. And he might be out for the rest of the match as a GTS just splats Zach Angel. The action in this match is a mile a minute. Sunset flip powerbomb Matsuda Tanaka, hoping he has Knox beat again, but no. This is what happens when you put 3 former Zero-G champions and the current Zero-G champion in a ring together. What a match this has been so far. Elbow to the shoulder. Another sunset flip powerbomb by Tanaka, this time directly into the pin, but broken up by Zach Angel. Mystery Mask. Torture rack set up here on Tanaka, swinging him around into a neck breaker. Again, the backflip showing off. Is the #1 contender. Elbow to the side of the head. Double axe handle. Once more. Ducks a clothesline, roll through, but out of the corner, guys, Zach Angel. Watch out for him. Oh, ho, ho. Almost decapitating Alistair Knox. 1, 2, 3. Zach Angel. Zach Angel has just pinned Alistair Knox. And yes, this is a fatal 4-way, but that is still huge. message sent big time by Zach Angel, who never took his hands off of Alistair Knox and the entirety of that match. Wanted to choke him out. Locked in the sigil twice, but Knox was saved by Matsuda Tanaka the first time, escaped the second time. But in the end, that massive kick from the corner. And will it be Alistair Knox who's forced to unmask at the grandest stage of them all? After a performance like that, if you're a betting man, your chips might be in the corner of Zach Angel. And Matsuda Tanaka and Mystery Mask too busy killing each other to even notice. And coming up next, guys, we kicked off the show seeing women's champion Danielle Davis battle Xiaorong in a hard-to-watch, no disqualifications match for Xiaorong. I mean, Danielle Davis, what'd she use? A sledgehammer, a metal baseball bat, a steel chair. Just absolutely opened a can of whoop-ass on Miss Magnificent 6. And then, after the match, continued to attack her with a steel chair, making sure that Xiaorong won't have any ideas about cashing in at Ascendance. But now it is the Queen of the Ring's turn. The challenger, Joy Justice, in action here as she'll take on RVW, who is set to challenge Angelina Hawkins for the Hardcore Championship at Ascendance. And RVW is finally picking up some momentum. She's finally putting together some wins after what's been a rough season. Can she continue here with her biggest win yet over Joy Justice? Let's find out. Neither one of these challengers wanting to give up any ground with Ascendance right around the corner. Beautiful reversal by Wilson right out of the gate of an attempted butterfly suplex. Slipped out of it and landed on her feet. Irish whip by RVW into the corner. Riley Van Wilson, who started this season as women's champion, ended up losing the title to Kelsey Hayes. And inside Hell in a Cell, Kelsey Hayes injuring RVW. Oh, wait a minute, guys. That's the music of Hardcore Champion Angelina Hawkins, but, well, she's not coming out onto the stage. She has RVW's attention. Oh, wait a minute. I think, yes, Hawkins is in the ring! Hawkins is in the ring! And what's she doing? Her patented Indian deathlock! The already injured knee of RVW targeted. The referee did not see it. One. Oh, but only a one count. Angelina Hawkins didn't have it locked in for very long before she had to hightail it. The referee would have seen her otherwise. But nonetheless, Hawkins not waiting until Ascendance, continuing to target that knee that she went after ferociously in their tag team match a few weeks ago. And of course, the knee that RVW injured, I was just talking about at the start of the season, that had her on the shelf for a couple of months. And well, ever since her return, she hasn't been able to really get back on track, failing to win Magnificent 6, failing to win the Queen of the Ring, failing to win inside of the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory to win the Hardcore Championship. It's been a lot of downfalls for RVW, but she's hoping to end the season by becoming Hardcore Champion. However, man, Joy Justice, no qualms with taking advantage after that interference by Angelina Hawkins. She has just been non-stop. Riley Van Wilson rolling under that bottom rope, trying to catch her breath. Joy Justice not going to allow it. RVW forearm smash. Back elbow. Slowly but surely starting to string together some offense. She's going to start going after that arm. That cross arm bar she's been using as of late. Kick right up under the bicep. Shot to the shoulder. And to the back of the head. Turns her around. There it is. Middle of the ring. cross armbar, hyperextending the arm. Joy Justice nowhere to go. Will Joy Justice be forced to tap? She's able to escape. The big gal finding her footing. But is the damage to the arm done? Oh, this is vintage Joy right here. Fireman's Carry Spinebuster with the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Joy Justice really came out of nowhere towards the end of the season, man. It just took the women's division by the horns. Winning Queen of the Ring. She's been unstoppable ever since, plowing through everybody put in front of her. Nice counter by RVW, using Joy Justice's momentum to freaking chuck her with that belly-to-belly suplex. Power and elbow tie-up. Joy Justice needs to protect that arm now because you know Danielle Davis is watching and she sees that arm. She sees Joy Justice grabbing at it and holding it. Discus clothesline attempted, took too long, and RVW with the stunner out of nowhere. The Polish Warrior hooks the leg, could be the biggest win yet for RVW. And she gets the 3 count. Huge, huge win for RVW. It looks like she has finally turned the tide. RVW is ready to end this season by becoming the Women's Hardcore Champion, even after an interference by Angelina Hawkins. Rowdy Van Wilson still able to get the job done. And for Joy Justice, this is a big blow to the momentum of the #1 contender, especially after Danielle Davis picked up a win in her match earlier tonight. Will Joy Justice be able to rebound, guys? Can she make a turnaround at Ascendance and become a women's champion? I'm not counting out Joy Justice just yet. I mean, that's definitely a shocking defeat. And for sure, Danielle Davis liked what she saw watching backstage, but I'm still not going to count out Joy Justice just yet. But RVW, man, she's on a war path, and Angelina Hawkins is next. Well, guys, it is now time for our main event of the evening here on the Go Home edition of Crossfire. The grandest stage of them all. The show of shows. The showcase of the Immortals is right around the corner. Official date has been set, the 29th of November. Be there or honestly be square, because it is going to be one you do not want to miss. The season finale, and of course next season we are going back to 2K19. Things are going to be mixed up big time. Definitely looking forward to that. The return of entrances. Can't wait. But yes, indeed, it is time here. Our main event. 8-man tag team action as the Purge comes together, minus Schmitty. He was supposed to be leading his team in this match, but Schmitty saying that he is still recuperating from the injuries inflicted upon him by Ace Reeves last week, and so he is substituting himself with Dada, his right-hand woman. And so it's going to be Dada, Jarek Lawson, Tenra, and Lance Romance taking on Joseph Santos, Sarasi, United States Champion Josh Wolf, and Global Champion Ace Reeves. A lot going down at the show. It shows, of course, we know in the main event, Ace Reeves will challenge Schmitty for his CMV Global Championship, while Josh Wolf defends his United States Championship against Jarek Lawson. Lawson, who is also putting up his Rising Star Championship, and just recently announced Tenra and Lance Romance will battle the SNS Bro Nection, as they are calling themselves, Santos and Sarasi, in a Tornado Tag Team match. But guys, with Schmitty substituting himself with Dara here tonight, that means he has not competed since Purgatory. It's been over a month since the last time Schmitty was in action, when he won the title, defeating Josh Wolf of Purgatory. Sorry about that. Ace Reeves did hit him over the head with a guitar, the Crossfire after Purgatory, and then Ace Reeves did beat the shit out of him a couple of weeks ago. But I think Schmitty would have been okay enough to compete here tonight, but of course he's going to pull that card. And honestly, who can blame him if you were in his shoes? Why not kick back while your opponent has to compete, week after week, giving Schmitty the upper hand undoubtedly heading into the main event of Ascendance. But Ace Reeves, of course, never one to back down. And guys, here we have a tweet from Joy Justice, who says, I may have lost to RVW, but that doesn't matter. What matters is the pay-per-view, which we will see who's the best woman. Hashtag see you soon. Indeed, Joy Justice has an opportunity to do more than just prove she's the best woman. The opportunity to become women's champion. Sorry about the play. I think you can get 19. Can't deal with driving me crazy. Whew. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. You know how the game be. And I had to grab one more sip of the agua before this monumental main event. Somebody who wanted me to go fuck myself, so do be like that, when you're a fella on Twitch, people just want you to go fuck yourself. But indeed, it is time, if the game permits it, if we do not crash again. Looking at you, spinning white circle. waiting patiently to see if the 2K20 gods will allow us this main event, or if it's too much for the game to handle. Soul, was that your alt account? Be honest. Alright, here we go. Main event time. Go home Crossfire. And Tenra, you gotta love that, instantaneously tagging out to Lance Romance as he wants nothing to do with Joseph Santos. Who, of course, after being fired up by Sarasi these last couple of months, wants to rip Tenra's head off, and he gets an opportunity at Ascendance, we now know, in that Tornado tag team match. Romance has no qualms with taking it to Santos, though. Romance has defeated Santos and Sarasi individually in singles competition this past month, although Sarasi he beat by countout. Tag to Tenra now. Now look, after Romance has softened up Santos a little bit, Tenra more than willing to come in and start beating down on his former tag team partner. But you know that Schmitty, from his comfortable little bed, probably his feet propped up, his global championship laid across his lap, watching this, grinning from ear to ear as he gets his way yet again. But I was about to say before the game so rudely interrupted me, Ace Reeves has no problem coming out here week after week and tearing it up, getting the job done, even with the biggest match of his entire career looming. The main event of Ascendance 8, the show of shows, where he gets the chance to become a three-time, record-setting, three-time CMV Global Champion. And maybe more importantly than that, is going to have the satisfaction of beating the hell out of Schmitty after everything that he's done to the gravity manipulator Josh Wolf, now the legal man, the United States champion, immediately getting clocked by Tenra. Wolf will be defending his championship against Jarek Lawson, while Lawson puts up his Rising Star Championship, a unification match. But of course, Lawson has been campaigning for this match for a couple of months now, because Josh Wolf is the only man this season to defeat Jarek Lawson one-on-one. He did it at Absolution. Also defending his championship successfully against Dada last month, who he is now squaring up to. Brain Buster by Wolf. And it has been a question as to whether or not Santos and Sarasi can successfully work together, but as we saw last week, their first time actually being a part of a team, they helped Chris Diamond battle back Saria's clientele. And so far, so good here, as Sarasi tags in, hits a neckbreaker, and then immediately tags Josh Wolf back in. If Josh Wolf wins at Ascendance, he will be the first ever Rising Star champion and the last ever Rising Star champion, which is pretty impressive. It would definitely be full circle for Wolf. Dada, face first off that top turnbuckle. Counters, though, sending Dada, and Jarek Lawson going to tag himself in because he cannot wait to put the boot to Josh Wolf. It's been something just in the back of Lawson's mind, jabbing at him. The fact that Wolf was able to defeat him when nobody else this entire season has been able to. And Lawson, who, of course, longest reigning Rising Star champion of all time, he's held that season since just about the beginning. He's held the title, I should say, since just about the beginning of the season. Quickly becoming one of the longest reigning champions, period, here in CMV. Lawson just coming in and freaking battering Wolf, doing what he does best. Just a hunk of meat. Definitely the bruiser of the purge. Wolf sending himself into the corner, and Santos takes the opportunity to tag himself in. See, that's good teamwork. That's having a good partner. Santos, Wolf, and Sarasi are all former tag team champions, so they know what it takes to form a good team. what you got to do. You got to work together. You got to watch each other's backs. Santos thrown up into the air, caught on the way down with a German suplex. Santos not staying down. You saw Romance kind of back up like, he didn't know what to do. That's the story of Santos' career, though. He just doesn't stay down. Even when we thought his career was over at the end of last season, he still got back up. Santos thrown into the corner like a rag doll. And Romance again with those knees right to the kidneys. I like how he looks at Josh Wolf and laughs as he does it. Knows that Wolf can't do a goddamn thing about it. And Sarasi is seeing his friend and partner in this predicament, trying to lend his hand for a tag, but Santos had no sort of condition to make that tag. Luckily for them, at Ascendance it will be tornado tag, meaning that no actual physical tags will be necessary. All four superstars will be active at the same time. Russian leg sweep. Romance getting the hell out of dodge as Santos makes the tag to Sarasi. Josh Wolf looks a bit confused. He doesn't know what's going on. Romance setting up Sarasi for the test drive. That pump handle power slam. And there we get a tag to Tenra. These two, of course, battling back at Purgatory. What a match it was. And in the end, Tenra victorious. More often than not, the Purge has got the better of the SNS Bro-nection. Obviously a play on the current Unified World Tag Team Champions over on Supremacy. The SNS connection of Shea Hoxton and Xander Slate. Lateral press here by Tenra after the Enziguri, but not even a one count. Tenra heaving boot to the side of the head. Sarasi just collapsing motionless. Tag to Jarek Lawson. Rising Star Champion bringing Sarasi into a front headlock. These two competing to see who can have the blackest tights. Face first up that top turnbuckle. See, this is a place Sarasi does not want to be. Bad part of town, surrounded by the entirety of Purge. Tag to Santos. See Josh Wolf mean mugging Lawson from the apron there. He wants to rip his head off, no doubt about it. And Lawson just thrown to the wolves. Now this is a bad part of town for Jarek Lawson. He is completely surrounded right now. He's got to get back into that ring and quick. Up, but Sarasi too quick, catches him. The referee, it's at his discretion whether or not he wants to call for disqualification. He knows this is the go-home Crossfire, though. He's going to let it slide. Tag to Josh Wolf. Lawson back into the fray. Wolf decides he wants to tear it up at ringside, though. He wants to throw down. He wants this to be an alleyway brawl. Tilt-a-World DDT about the United States champion, who came into this season lost mentally after everything that went down last season with him and Reese Ortiz, conflicted. But Josh Wolf, we slowly saw him return to the man he once was. And now he's had an ironclad grip on that United States Championship, and he's on the right side of justice now. Battling against the Purge here and at Ascendance as he repeatedly throws Jarek Lawson into the apron. Count of 7. Remember, they have until 20 to get back into the ring, and Josh Wolf is not contentious yet. Jarek Lawson is, though. He says enough of that. Lawson towering over Wolf here. Got a hold of the arms. Kind of like an inverted surfboard stretch. Kind of 11 now, and you see Santos watching from the apron. Wolf throwing Lawson into the timekeeper's area. These two got to get back into the ring, though. They don't have a whole lot of time left. Doesn't seem like they care, though. A fever pitch here between Wolf and Lawson. 15, and Lawson says, fuck you, I'm getting back into the ring. Is he going to break the count, though, or is he going to try to win here by count out? No, Lawson breaking the count. Missed that jab to the midsection. Makes up for it, though, gouging the eyes of the United States champion. And finally, we return to the squared circle. Lawson going to opt to make a tag, but to who? Lance Romance. Here comes this veiny tank of a man. I don't even know how you get that jacked. Oh, Wolf with the blue thunder bomb. An oldie but a goodie, and Romance just completely no-selling it. Didn't even tickle, says Lance Romance. Another test drive to the champion. Bad shape for Wolf right now as Lance Romance plays homage to Hall of Famer Scott Norrie. May he rest in peace with the suplex pile driver. Might have Wolf dead to rights, but Sarasi breaks it up, or did Wolf kick out? Either way, this match continues. Threatens a punch, does Wolf counters an Irish whip, into the corner goes the big man. Josh Wolf's neck probably feeling some type of way. Ooh! Oh! Single knee backbreaker and then an Enzu lariat? Be still my beating heart, Lance Romance. How can you not be in awe of this guy? This genetic freak. Up on the top now. And he's just carrying Josh Wolf as if they just got married, except not a happy ending. Slamming Wolf down onto his knee. Tenra now the legal man. You see that shirt of his. Joseph Santos crossed out, Ace Reeves, and CMV as a whole still remain. Being a bit cheeky is Tenra. The cheekiest of the cheeks, I would say. That's all he does, tagging Lawson back in. Lawson circling Wolf like a great white shark in the deep blue. He smells blood. He smells blood and he's coming in for the kill. Got a hold of the arm, but Wolf giving too much time. Forearm smash, saving him. What a clothesline by the United States champion. Woo, mama. And there's the triangle choke. Triangle choke, that's the maneuver Wolf used to tap out Lawson in that tag team match a couple weeks ago. Lawson's able to escape. It seems like he's figured it out. Last time he had to tap out in that maneuver. Now he's got a way out. Page turner by Lawson. Hooks the leg. Will he finally get one over Wolf here? Yo, man. 2.999999999. Woo. About as close as you can get. Hi, Sugar. Staring at me over my desk here. Get into the action, Sugar. Who is it? It's Ascendant season. Oh, baby. Wolf says the triangle choke ain't gonna work. Let me pull out another oldie. As he goes to ringside, Jarek Lawson laid out on the bottom rope. Lining up his shot. A chant of "This is awesome" from the fans. Drive-by kick, double boots to the dome piece. But you see Lawson out of instinct makes the hot tag to Dada before Joshua can get back into the ring and try for the pin. And here comes the man-eater, who allows the tag to be made to Santos. And Santos missing an Enzu lariat attempt. Gets a headbutt to the back of his head. As penance. Only a one count. Dada tries for an Irish whip, but Santos is able to counter it, knocking Tenra off the apron. Big old punch, but Dada's quicker. And Dada, we've seen this before. That stalling vertical suplex, incredible strength. dropping Santos unceremoniously. Look to the leg, and that'll do it. 1, 2. But only a 2 count. Digs down deep to Santos. Waiting for Dada to get to her feet. Misses that big boot though. Stomp to the quad. And a German suplex that'll send her to the chiropractor. Takes a little bow. Santos happy when he hits a move. Some assistance from the ropes. Kind of a stalling vertical suplex of his own. He's going to go for the pin. Giving Dada a taste of her own medicine. Will it lead to the 3 count though? No, it will not. See how patient Dada is. Flipping the coin though, she could be rabid. Dada approaches slowly but surely, just hucking Santos across the ring. What are you going to do? It's a handsome face. I'd buy those tights. And Santos is just getting absolutely obliterated. Look, Dara knows it. Ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, says the man-eater. And now she's ready to put Santos to rest with the Dominator. Will it be a victory for the Purge here tonight? 1, 2, no. Santos continues to defy the odds. Fireman's carry sends him overhead. I was thinking about that. Ace Reeves, I'm wondering if maybe he just hasn't been tagged, or if maybe his teammates are trying to protect him because they know that Schmitty has had the entire month off. So I'm wondering if maybe his pals are saying, hey man, take it easy. We'll handle this tonight. Because Ace Reeves hasn't been in. I think he was in at the very beginning for like a second. If at all. Now tag to Sarasi. Those are good friends if that's what's going on. And I can't imagine it's anything else. Scoop slam by Sarasi attempted, but Dada pushes him forward. Oh, and a body block. All 4 of these men and the rest of the Crossfire locker room know that when that title comes off of Schmitty, things are going to change here on Crossfire. A lot is riding on Ace Reeves. Not just the championship. The locker room with bated breath. And of course, Ace and his Crossfire contract is on the line. Oh. Backstabber. Going to suck the air right out of the lungs of Dada. Front headlock by Sarasi. Forward Russian leg sweep, might have chipped the tooth. Love watching Sarasi work in that ring. Gut wrench suplex, pretty impressive considering Dara's probably got some weight on him. Probably a considerable amount of weight, as a matter of fact. Another body block gets caught with a knee. Ooh, tries to go low and Dada says, Sarasi makes her think twice, though, ducking that clothesline, turns her around, and vintage Sarasi, maybe? No, what's he doing here? Sidewinder suplex. Thought he was going for the back suplex facebuster. Wants to make the tag to Santos, but Santos saying, man, I can't. He's gassed. Santos might be out for the rest of this match. And if they're not tagging in Ace Reeves, then this might be a bit of a handicap match. It might lie on the shoulders of Sarasi and Josh Wolf. Right across the eye. Tenra's back into the corner. And Ace Reeves? Wait, who made the tag? Yes, Ace is finally tagged in. He can't sit back any longer. The rest of his teammates are beaten down, bruised. Ace, nice and fresh. Gonna walk right into an alley-oop. Tenra got Ace Reeves on his shirt. This is his chance to cross that off. Yakuza kick. Ace Reeves not staying down, though. Immediately goes to the ropes to try and pull himself up. Punch to the back. Arm drag, though, has him down. Ace Reeves feeling the effects of that loss to Dada a couple weeks ago. Another alley-oop sending Ace Reeves, Jesus, nearly decapitated on the top rope. Tanner really is trying to kill this man. Now a back suplex. Maybe Ace Reeves should have stayed on the apron. He just keeps getting back up, though. He is refusing to stay down. Oh! Pop up, caught coming down. Right up under the chin. Tag to Lance Romance. Now remember, Lance Romance debuted here in CMV towards the middle of the season, defeating Ace Reeves when he was global champion. These two have a bit of history. Uh-oh, hang on a second. Romance going for the Romance Bomb? Yes, he is. Jesus, Ace Reeves cannot catch a break. 1, 2, no. Irish Whip to the corner. Who just tagged himself in? Jarek Lawson. Now the legal man. Tossing him over to the corner. Slow approach by the #1 contender. Countered in the corner, though. Took too long. Elbow to the throat. Fireman's carry position by Ace Reeves. Walks him over to the corner. And dropping him on that top rope. Guillotined. Cheeky little jab. Gets countered by Jarek Lawson. Coming through with a big old punch. Scoop slam, though. And Reeves is able to drop down behind. Slaps the tip for a reverse DDT. Someone calling the attention of Lawson there on the apron. Sarasi talking about his mama or something. Maybe he doesn't like his cowboy boots. That ain't real snakeskin. Tries to go low. Ace Reeves with a forearm smash attempt. Kick to the knee. Gets caught with an elbow to the knee. These two back and forth, man. And a cross armbar by Jarek Lawson is applied. Never seen him utilize that before, but Sarasi not taking a chance. Can they get in there and break that up before it's too late? Spinning slow kick by Ace. Right into a front headlock. Sarasi got to get out of the ring. He's going to be disqualified. Watch out, Josh Wolf. Ooh, neck breaker. Irish Whip gets reversed. Ace Reeves hanging out of that top rope for dear life. Jarek Lawson trying to send him to the outside. Ace Reeves says, how about this instead? Missile drop kick. Toss it on spaghetti legs. Ace Reeves. He's feeling the power right now. These CMV fans on their feet. Vintage Ace Reeves, baby, as he grabs a hold of the hand, goes up to the top rope, catches him on the way down with a DDT. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No. Lawson able to kick out, and Tenra was ready. Finger on the trigger. But Ace still has some more to give. Hurricane Rana. Dragging him closer to the corner of his team. Some quick kicks to the face. Setting Lawson up in perfect position, but Ace Reeves not going to attempt to hit his patented corkscrew moonsault, instead tagging in Santos, and Santos is ready to finish this thing. Looking for what has to be a Florida flatliner, baby. Santos hooking the leg of the Rising Star champion. 1, 2, 3. Santos gets the win for his team, and that has to feel oh so good for Santos, baby. Ace Reeves knew that Santos needed this. He needed to make the pin. He needed to make the win for his team. Ace Reeves just a good guy. And what a win. What a match. But the war is not over. The battle may have been won by the Crossfire roster here tonight, but Purge has not been defeated. Ascendance looms. And when the dust settles, which side will head into next season at the top of the mountain? If I don't see you for supremacy later on this week, I better see you on the 29th of November for Ascendance. Until next time, have a lovely rest of your Sunday, and I will see you when I see you.